Skip it up and that up. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, your favorite fat gaming YouTuber. And this was a video that during my live stream and in the comments was somewhat fairly requested. You wanted me to give my first impressions of the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 beta. Now, I will say I did not pre-order the game to get this beta code. It was actually given to me by my MCN, which was very cool of them. And all right, when they offered me the code, which they actually came to me and said, "Hey, Rich, you want to play the Black Ops 4 private beta on the PS4?" And I was like, not really. Not really, not at all. But, you know, what the hell, I'll give it a shot. You know, I'm doing a review of this AverMedia capture card, and it'll be some nice gameplay footage to record. So yeah, sure, I'll take the code. And I've been playing the beta. You saw some footage in my previous video talking about Billy Mitchell. And I'm left feeling like this game didn't need to be its own standalone game. Why does Black Ops 4 even exist? When I play this beta, it just screams to me that it could have been DLC for Black Ops 3. And I gotta keep it real with you, I feel it was pretty damn shady for Activision and Treyarch to try to shovel this down people's throats and say that it should be a full standalone game. First off, let's start by talking about the visuals, talking about the graphics. I feel as if they've taken a step back from Black Ops 3. Now, I know the argument that's going to be made, Rich, this is a beta, it's not finalized, and a lot of times with betas, they cut back on the graphics because they want to make sure the servers are up to snuff, and that's their main priority, blah, 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 blah. But you cannot tell me in a couple months that this game is going to look dramatically better. Okay? The vibe I get from this is that this looks like a remastered Xbox 360 game. The textures are meh, the lighting is very minimal. Sure, it runs at 60 frames per second, whoop-de-doo, but that's a given with the Call of Duty series now. You would think in 2018, and I understand they have to cut back the visuals to make sure that the performance remains a steady 60 FPS, that's a staple of the Call of Duty series. But with how late in the console life cycle that we are with the 8th gen consoles, I expected more from Black Ops 4 visually. If you told me this was Black Ops 2 remastered, I wouldn't blink an eye. If you told me that this was an unreleased 7th gen console game that they just remastered and brought to the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, I would totally believe you, because there's nothing here that stands out that this is a current gen game. There's absolutely nothing. And I'm playing this on a PS4 Pro. I'm not playing this on a base PS4. And obviously I know they're not going to get the game to run at a native 4K and be 60 FPS in the PS4 Pro. I understand that. But it doesn't even look like it's 1080p. It looks like it's being upscaled from like 900p. I'm not Digital Foundry. I'm sure it may even be running at 1440p for all I know. But it just doesn't look sharp. It does. The visuals don't look clean. They look dated, and it just feels so visually uninspired. How did this game take 3 years to develop? There's just something missing, but I'll talk more about that later on. But from a visual standpoint, even for Call of Duty, I was fairly disappointed. The Xbox 360 in 2010 called Treyarch. They want their graphics back. They want you to move on. Now let's talk about the gameplay and controls. If you've played Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, so on and so forth, you have played Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Now, I know there is some gameplay features that were implemented in all the Call of Duties that, you know, spice things up a little bit, but it's the same damn core game, which I understand that's what people come back for, but it's starting to feel really tired. Am I supposed to sit here and applaud Activision and Treyarch because they got rid of wall jumping and double jumping or thrust jump in Call of Duty Black Ops 4? They got rid of ridiculous features that should have never been there. Congratulations. Do you want me to applaud now? And I get that people come back for that Call of Duty Duty experience where it has those tight controls and the gameplay still is the same at its core, but you just change up something, man, so it doesn't feel like I've been buying the same game over and over and over again for the past 15 plus goddamn years. It's beyond stale now. And now to all of the people that are going to defend Call of Duty Black Ops 4 because they're going to have a battle royale mode called Blackout, here's my rebuttal to you. That could have been a DLC add-on for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. There is nothing here, and there will be nothing here. I don't care that this is not the full game that will justify a $60+ purchase. There is not an upgrade in visuals. There is not an upgrade in gameplay. There is a mode, and modes can be added to games with DLC that is optional. But no, Activision and Treyarch want to get a full $60+ AAA dollars out of you, and they know there are people out there, especially like that 14 and 15-year-old age range. You saw them at the conference when they first talked about Black Ops 4, that will just eat it up. Okay? This game did not need to be its own game. There is no series out there that has been milked like Call of Duty. Now, I mentioned this before earlier in the video, but now I'm going to go into more detail because it just boggles my mind. And I have to ask the question, Treyarch and Activision, what the hell happened? What happened to the 3 years of development for Call of Duty Black Ops 4? Because there is no way this game, in its current form as it's going to be released, took you 4 years to develop and make. I'm telling you, and I've heard rumors about this, that they were trying something experimental with Black Ops 4. Some were saying that they were going to make it similar to Overwatch, is some of the rumors I've been hearing going around. And they looked at their finished product, or close to their finished product, and they were like, no goddamn way we can release this. We cannot release this. They were in a panic. Investors were getting pissed off, saying, oh, you're behind development schedule. What's going on here? You need to release a new Call of Duty this year. We need to get a return on our investment. And they're like, let's just take the assets from Black Ops 3, recycle the living hell out of them, and add a battle royale mode. And that's exactly what they did. I'm telling you, there had to be another project behind the scenes that fell through, because it is impossible. It is impossible that this game in its current form took that long. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. And if it did, if this Black Ops 4 is the byproduct of a true 3 years of development, I'm not a developer. I'm one of those quote unquote armchair developers, but I know enough to know there's no way this could be the product of 3 years of work. And if it is, then people need to be fired and let go, man. And you need to get new staff in there to have a more efficient development cycle. But I don't think that's it. I honestly think they were trying something different. It fell through. They freaked out and needed to have a game out this year. And this is what we got. Activision, it's time that you take a different approach to Call of Duty. It's time to look at the series differently, and maybe it's time to take a break from developing a new Call of Duty game every year. Now, of course, as I say this, of course, the Blackout Battle Royale mode that's coming to Black Ops 4 may set the world on fire, and it'll fall nicely into the whole Battle Royale craze, and this game may sell better than any other Call of Duty out there. I don't know. I can't predict the future, but it's just not for me, man. Many times in the past before, when a new Call of Duty was coming out, I would always say, I'm not going to get it, but I end up getting it anyway because I'm hoping that the multiplayer will actually be different and finally lure me in. But after doing that like 5 or 6 times like an idiot, I finally learned that the series is not going to change. And the Battle Royale mode is not going to sell me because I hate Battle Royale modes. And I'm just tired of Call of Duty, man. I'm tired of it. They refuse to innovate, and I refuse to give them any more money. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.